Alrighty, what's up my friends? Welcome back to Duty's Daggers. That's what you're watching right now. We've got an unboxing as you can see. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Look down there, make sure that you are please. And if you want to, there's an Instagram as well, Duties_Daggers over there on the Instagram. So, let's open it up. This is a knife that, well, I wasn't expecting to buy. And it just happened to kind of pop up, and it was something I had been after for quite a while, and I just had to jump on it, and you will see exactly what I mean here in a second. Kind of a Vosteed. Never gotten a box like this from Vosteed. And I've bought a lot of Vosteeds. I've bought, let me see, 1, 2, 3, I think this is my 5th Vosteed, but I've only ever kept one. I just, you know, I wanted to like their other designs, but I just never really did. Except for this one. Oh, no way, dude, look at this. Oh, shit. Wow, dude, getting the full VIP premium treatment here. Damn, dude. Look at this thing. It's just straight up plastic case, dude. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Oh. I've wanted this forever, dude. Forever. So this is the Vosteed Nightshade, and this was pretty much the original version that was released of the Nightshade. The first time I ever saw it, it was in this exact version, but I think it was just the flipper, not the hole. But it was the same thing with the copper bolsters and the micarta, and I forget what blade steel. This is L-Max, but it was some nice blade steel. And something happened where I couldn't get it. I can't remember. It was a while ago. I couldn't afford it, or something happened. Now, soon after, they came out with some budget, more budget-oriented versions, and I got one, and I was super stoked on it. I got this one, and I love it very, very much. This is one of my favorite knives. I carry it all the time. It's just a joy to cut with. You know, the blade shape is incredible. The action's incredible. But I always wanted the premium one with the copper bolster, man. It just looks so good. And then a couple days ago, well, last week, they just kind of surprised me where I didn't know they were coming, but they dropped some more premium nightshades. And I just had to do it. It was a good price. I think it was like 140-ish, somewhere around there. And I'm really excited. We have a flipper and the hole this time. I already know the hole is good. Let's try the flipper. Oh, look at that. L-Max blade steel, too, which I'm a fan of. Let's check this thing out. Feels just as snappy. Gosh, that's a really comfortable flipper tab, too. It's kind of angling down. It kind of just nestles your finger right on top there. Pretty snappy, too. It's an inset liner lock, so I don't have to worry about putting pressure on the lock bar, you know, and locking myself out. Very smooth. We got the crown spine. Perfectly centered. And that looks like a titanium clip, too. Yeah, it is. Very cool. It's got kind of a darker finish on it than the steel one here. Oh yeah, baby. It's definitely heavier too. I don't think that's... Well, hold on. Do we have titanium liners too? No, we don't. We have steel liners. Why is it so much heavier? I guess it's just the copper, huh? It's gotta be. Everything else is the same. Same micarta. Yeah. Yeah, it feels nice and substantial in the hand. Definitely not too heavy. They're kind of matching because we do have a little bit of copper on this one with the pivot collar. Matchy matchy. This is such a good knife, man. This is one of my favorite cutters. It really is. Ooh, very nice edge. Very sharp edge. Nice and thin behind the edge, just like the old one. So, if you're new to the Nightshade, I'll give you just a brief kind of introduction to it and why I love it so much. Um, it really has to do with the design. The blade shape is called what's called a shilling cutter, and they're traditionally found in fixed blades. Um, this is one of the very few folding shilling cutters. Basically, is what we're looking at here. Um, it's a blade with a lot of belly. It's sort of a leaf-shaped blade that's pointed downward, um, and that makes for just really satisfying and very good cutting performance. If you imagine I'm pushing through some cardboard here. Let me get something. Oh, that shows my address. Hang on here. Here we go. Say this is a piece of cardboard I'm breaking down, and I'm cutting through it. You can see that this edge is angled toward what I'm cutting through. So as you're going through your cut, it's going to want to kind of slip out this way, but the fact that it's angled in is going to kind of pull it back right into this area again. It's going to keep material trapped right in here, right where I want it, as I'm slicing through it. Kind of to demonstrate the opposite of that, would be something with an upswept tip or a Persian tip, where you're slicing along, and when you get to this kind of area, we have the opposite effect. The blade is sloping up towards the tip, so you're gonna get here, and you're gonna kind of you're gonna want to slip out. The material's gonna kind of want to go, whoop, kind of just whoop. This is the opposite of that. It's pulling it right back in here, pulling it back in here. So that's why it's good for slicing. Now, it's also really, really good for utility cuts because the tip's pointing right down towards what you're cutting. It actually honestly feels a little weird. The first time that you do some utility cuts with this knife, it feels weird because you're not used to the tip just pointing straight down like that. It feels weird in a good way. Like if say this is the flat surface, it's like you're already there. You're there so quickly and easily. You're already right at the tip, right where you need to be. It's just fantastic. I'm explaining it the best I can. You really just have to experience it. And as soon as you do, I promise you will see exactly what I'm talking about. And you'll become a big fan as well. The crown spine's really nice. When you're pointer fingers up on here, it's just very nice and smooth and comfy. Sharpening choil is pretty good. I mean, they have a very tight radius on that plunge grind, so that's excellent. It's not like a gradually sloping plunge. It's very tight in there, so we got a ton of room. Even though it's a small area, there's a ton of room. You can see it starts getting thick way back here. See that shadow? From here to here is your plunge grind. That's it. From here all the way down to here, right here, all the way down to here, that's your free real estate for sharpening away. It looks like, yeah, that's different. So the old one had a little bit more of a gradual plunge grind. Still a decent sharpening choil and plunge grind relationship, but definitely not as tight of a plunge grind there. So that's a very nice improvement. Very nice. Let's see if the thickness behind the edge has changed. Let's see what the old one was. 15 thousandths. She's about 15 all the way. $16. 15, 15. Yep, almost exactly the same. That's great, man. I might do another cut test video with the knife. I've already done, I think, even 2 already, just because I love cutting with this knife, and I want people to know how just fun it is to cut with. So maybe I'll do one more, just for fun, really, for me, because I enjoy doing it. This really is nice. Man, the flipper tab is so comfy. It's definitely a bit smoother on the drop than this one. This one you can shake shut. Not as smooth as this one, though. Now, okay, so there's one reason I like the old one better, is it has a ting noise. I don't know if it's going to come across the microphone, but there's a definite slight ting noise when I flick this that I'm not hearing on the new one. But that's fine. It's not a huge deal. Yeah, I'm really loving it. Excellent. The handle is just really comfortable, how it kind of swells up back here, curls down. It just nestles right in your hand. Feels so good, man. Don't feel the clip at all. It's an excellent clip, by the way. I really love Vosteed's clips. They're very low profile, but they get in and out of your pocket really easy. You know, they don't have like this drastic bill right here. It's just enough to get over your seam. And, you know, it's inset with flat-headed screws. It's just perfect. Just perfect. Micarta is not like your typical, like, really fuzzy micarta that you get from, like, I don't know, like from Kaiser. But it's not bad. It feels almost like a textured G10, really. But it looks nice. This copper is going to look great as it gets a patina on it. Yeah, this was very, very worth what I spent on it. Whatever it was, 140, I think. Yeah, finally got one of these babies. So there was a few versions. There was a brass bolster, and then there was a titanium bolster with Jade G10, which looked pretty cool. It would have been cool to have titanium, but you know, I'm a patina boy. And this was the one that I had my eyes on in the beginning, so I wanted to fulfill my dream. And that flipper tab's great. Thumb flick is great too. The way they do this hole, you can catch your thumb like in the top of that circle. Or it's not a circle, it's like a, I don't know what it is. That shape. And you can easily thumb flick it too. These went really fast. There was not a very large number of them, so they're gone. I'm sorry to say. You know, they're kind of hard to get, even these ones, because people buy them up. People buy them up usually right away when they drop. So I will consider selling this one now that I have, you know, the one that I always really wanted. Possibly. I don't know. I really like this one too, though. I'll consider it. If I end up selling this one, I will post it on my Instagram first before I go to Reddit or anything like that, so that one of you guys can get first dibs on it. Well, actually, the members always get first dibs, and then it'll go to just, you know, publicly on Instagram, and then from there to the Reddit blade swap or knife swap. By the way, if you're a paying monthly channel member and you're not in the members group chat on Instagram, let me know so I can add you, because if I'm selling a knife, I always post it in that chat for the members first before anywhere else. They get dibs on all knives that I sell. And if you're in there, you can put up knives in there for you to sell if you want to sell something as well. Whatever you want to do. It's just a hangout spot for the members. So if you want to be in there and you're a member, let me know, and I'll get you in there. Thanks for watching, dudes. I love ya. I'll see you next time. Adios.